Hi guys, I'm Miss Emma Walsh. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining. Today is a great day. Today is a day of making dreams come true. When I was a child, I had two dreams. One was to be a pop star and the other was to be a racing driver. Now, I had a very long, great career as a singer, dancer, actress, and now today my second dream is finally coming true. I will be racing in the Mini Challenge. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be great at a race driver, but I am going to give it everything that I've got. And I have to say a massive thank you to Accelerate and to Mini and to YouTube, of course, and for me being really stubborn for making this come true. We're just about to enter the track, guys, and I am absolutely buzzing. So here we are at the track. I am so excited. Let's go inside, meet the team, and see what car I'm driving. So here we are in the Mini garage. I will be starting off in the Cooper Pro car. And look how cool this is, guys. It even has my name on the car. This is it. This is our first practice lap. Paul is going to take me out in the car to show me the track and how to handle the car. And then he's going to hand it over to me. Oh, I'm so excited. Come with me.
Right then, let's go. Coming up to the top here. It's quite a quick corner, Paddock Hill bend. It'll be in fourth. Off the brakes, get the car turned in. Apex where them posts are. Try and get to the one board on the brakes, down to third. Trail your brakes in, get the car turned and then power through. And you can get on the throttle pretty early and hard on the brakes, get the car turned. Feel the rotation in the car as it starts to slide. That's when you need to be nice and gentle with the power and not just stamp on it. Get up the curb here. On the brakes. Okay, we've got the inboard. Spot on. We'll come in this time.
That was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be.
Cheers.
Oh, we're going to do one more round and then I'm taking over.
Right, cool. Go out and have a little drive. You'll stick all the way across this side just because it's the shortest route round and less resistance. Keeping it powered, and now start to look for that one board just there, and then be on the brakes, off the brakes. And if you really look hard enough, you can see where the cars have been. You can see the racing line where all the black tyre marks are. Head down to the end of the curb here. Brake in a straight line, off the brake, get turned in, drive it out. So it's all about looking ahead. I'm about 2 seconds off the pace of what I did before, just to give you an idea of where we are pace-wise. Apex on the curb, curb again, down to third gear, keep looking ahead, load, load, load. I'll bring it in this time. Emma, surprise!
No way!
That's yours, race suits.
Oh my God.
Get involved.
It's my first ever race suit ever.
Nice.
That is so cool.
Check that out. We're
my
like
God,
teammates.
look.
Right. Get
It's
them
amazing.
on. Get them on. We need to go out. Let's go and
Okay.
do some running.
Let's do it.
Wicked.
Right, race suit on, race coach in the car. It's my turn to take the car out on track.
You are all good. That's it. Down to third. Off the brakes. Start to pick the power up. Grand stuff. Good stuff. And brakes. Second. Off the brakes. Well done. Turn it more. Now power. Good work. Well done. Good. Third. Let's brake later for this. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Brakes hard. Off the brakes. In. Power. Nice. That's okay, that. Just went in a bit too fast and it lost us a touch of time, but that wasn't too bad. And brakes. Third. Good. We'll come in the pits this time, Emma. So if you lift off nice and gentle, then we'll come in. Cool. I'm not just being nice to you, but that was actually a really good
nice.
session. No, honestly, I can't
Don't be too nice,
It's my
please.
job
I
not
need
to
to
be
do
nice.
well.
No, it's good,
Yeah.
honestly, really good. The cars are compliant. They're quite difficult to drive, so for you to do what you've done, let's be honest, you're 3 seconds off my pace, which is pretty decent. You need to be looking at trying to get off the brakes earlier, so bleed off the brakes.
Okay.
You're brave enough to brake late, which you've done at turn 1, Paddock Hill bend, that's cool. carrying more momentum into the corner, and then we need to get up to Druid to turn to the hairpin.
Yeah, that's I'm losing time on that, aren't I?
Yeah, like actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's a technical thing. It's about keeping the weight over the front of the car on the brakes, turning in with the brakes and getting the thing straightened up and driving out.
Okay.
Probably about half a second there. Then we get down to Graham Hill Bend, which is probably the most difficult and hardest. You're so good through there. I reckon you only lose 2/10 to me there.
Okay.
And that's like my corner. Like I'm the best person in the country. No, not really. I'm pretty good through Graham Hill.
Okay.
And you're excellent through there, so keep doing what you're doing. I'm quite surprised how good you are, considering you've done nothing on track compared to some other people who are pretty bad. You're really, really good. It's good.
We're going to go back on the track now and fine-tune those little moments where I'm losing a lot of time. So I'm going to try apply that now to this last session of the day. I'm absolutely loving this. This is like a dream come true for me. So hopefully we can hopefully we can shave a little bit of time off my lap time.
And brake, good. Wait, bit too early that. So watch out, because that might try and rotate. Okay, clutch in, clutch in, clutch in. You're all right, you're cool, you're cool. You're cool, you're all right.
My first spin.
That's all right.
You okay?
Yeah, you're okay, you sound. That's okay.
Go?
Go back on, yeah. That's it, stay to the right.
To the right.
Is anyone coming up? Yeah. That's all right. That,
What happened?
you had just turned in far too early.
Okay.
So I just said, just be careful of it rotating.
Right.
You actually, I thought you were going to get away with that.
No.
But it's not too bad. Back on it, power. Well done, keep it going. And brakes, third. Off the brakes, good stuff. That's brilliant. That's a really good entry, that is an exit. Let it turn, that's it. So you've got to make sure you get this thing straight as you come out of here. And up to fourth, good. And brakes, good. To the green, off the brakes, that's it. Squeeze it on now, power through. Keep the power on. Well done, grand stuff. Good stuff. And brakes, second, off the brakes. Well done. Turn it more, now power. Good work. And brakes. Keep braking. Off the brakes, turn, power, 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 full power. Well done, good. Keep going, same again here, keep going. And brakes, third, good. It's going to be the best thing you've ever done. So if you lift off nice and gentle, then we'll come in. Cool. Spot on. I think these tyres are just getting a bit worn as well. That's cool. You come back well then. That's it, so left-hand lane, that's it. Spot on. And we'll stop her just here, that'll be fine.
I had my first spin.
Tell you what, everyone spins.
Yeah.
That was a pretty high speed one, but you were pushing on. You got 2 seconds off me, which is amazing. That won't put you at the back. You did a grand job, really good.
Thank you so much. Oh man, that's so exciting. I absolutely love that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to Paul OE29, that's OWI29. Subscribe to this channel because next episode we're going to be upgrading to the John Cooper Works race car, which is the one that I will be racing.
You'll be spot on.
Next time. Thanks guys for watching. Hi guys, I'm Miss Emma Walsh and welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 2 of Road to Race with Minnie. We are back at Brands Hatch and it is the most beautiful day. I'm very excited. It's very busy, so it's going to be a different experience for me today, but I'm excited to get started. Let's go in the garage, find my driver coach, Paul O'Neill. Hello, hello.
Hello, Anna.
You all right?
Yes, good, thank you. You?
Good. You look ready to go?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. We've had some bad news.
Yes.
Have you heard the bad news?
Yes, it's not great, is it?
So, last week we spoke about me moving up into the John Cooper Works class car to race it for the weekend at Brands Hatch. But unfortunately, it's a write-off.
Yes, it is, and it was a big, big accident at Paddock Hill Bend. Yep.
So the driver's fine. Unfortunately, he rolled the car 5 times. It's pretty savage, but he is fine, which is the good news, but the car is not. So unfortunately, I won't be able to race that next week. But the wonderful people at Mini and Justina at Accelerate have pulled some strings, and I will be racing the car that I was driving last week. So I am still racing. It's just not in the John Cooper Works class. But yeah, I mean, I joke around on YouTube a lot and we laugh a lot, but it is a serious job. This is a serious job and it's dangerous.
And it just shows you, you know, what can happen out there. The cars are very strong. They've got big roll cages in, just like the car we've got here. But it's just an unfortunate incident, and you know, we move on. But today, for me, let's, you know, the accident's out the way.
But the cars are quite safe, so that's a good thing.
Massively.
And that proves it, which is good. So I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be sound.
I'll be
Absolutely
fine,
sound.
right?
And you know, for us now moving forward, for you to race this car now, it's not a bad thing, you know. It's less powerful, but it's still, you know, you're going to hone your skills. So today, I think we move on from what we did last time.
Yeah.
So for part 2, I'm now going to try and, you know, give you more freedom in what you do, but also I'm going to let you go out on your own in the very last session of the day, which would be quite cool. I'll give you all the mirrors. I'm going to get you to do a practice start. I'm going to get you to warm your tyres up and do everything that you're going to need to have to do. So I have all the confidence in you. So you know,
do you?
Kind of.
Kind of.
You be sound then. You'll be absolutely cool.
Okay, great. I'm gonna get ready.
Wicked. Okay.
No.
Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Are you feeling good? Wicked. Okay. Right. Okay. So just try and take it all in again. Look for that white line on the exit. On the brakes, we'll leave it in 4th. Let's have a look. Just keep looking on the line, because it does look a touch slippy on the exit. Just them dark patches of damp still on there. But the slick tyre should burn through that when we get up to temperature. Remember not to over brake through Druids, and then get on that power and drive it out. Get the thing turned in. Look for that big curve on the apex, and then drive the car out.
Okay, so it's been 2 weeks since I last came out on track, so we're being a little bit cautious, trying to get to feel the car again, the corner, the track, everything kind of going on my head. There's a lot to think about. The track is a little bit damp. It was raining yesterday, but it is drying up nicely, and it is super busy today. So just took it nice and slow, and on the next one we're going to give it some balls. Okay guys, while we have a bit of downtime, I want to introduce you to Charlie Cooper, because your family are somewhat legendary.
Yes, my grandfather was John Cooper, so he started the Mini Cooper. Also had a Formula 1 team that was pretty successful, won the World Championship in 1959 and 1960. And my father, Michael, was the person that started the John Cooper Works brand.
That's incredible. So you're quite heavily involved in the company. How are you involved?
Yeah, so I started out working with my father on John Cooper Works back when it started. And more recently I've become a brand ambassador for Mini, which is great, and like you, I'm learning to race this year. So
I know, so I've just recently found out that we're doing the same race.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're on the pace already. So
well, I don't know so much about that, but maybe you can give me some tips off camera, and because you've got a little bit more practice than I do.
A little bit, but yeah, it's great fun, and these cars are great to learn in. So yeah,
cool. So we'll have some fun. Well, thank you so much for having a chat.
No worries.
We'll see you on the track. So you'll see I'm already in the car, but what happens before is basically Woody looks after my every move. He puts my hands device on, my helmet, everything's strapped in. I've been connected up so I can hear Paul throughout the whole session. It's session 2, and he's throwing me in the deep end a bit. He's taking me out on cold tires, and I'm going to go out first. I think it's a 30-minute session, and we're just going to try to get back up to pace now. So all strapped in, ready to go. Gloves on next, and we're good.
And brakes, good. So these rear tyres will still be a touch cold. Well done, power through. Good stuff. And brakes third, good. Just watch the rear as you turn, that's it, that's all right. Power. Good stuff. Spot on, okay, stay to the right. Keep it going, over to the left, brakes, down to third, now turn to the right, that's it. Let it run out to the left, good.
So we've got both cars parked up here. I am well and truly in love with my car. I absolutely love it. It is the John Cooper Works 3-door hatch, chili pack, starlight blue, piano black. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, I love it. But this is a whole different beast, right? So what, I mean, it's the same shell, right? So what's the difference between these two cars then?
Yeah, so quite a lot of big differences actually. The shell's the same, but it'll be stripped out. There's a roll cage inside the car. This has got 265 brake horsepower from the 2-litre turbocharged engine, which goes through a limited slip differential in the car, so the tyres don't move on the circuit as much as it would if it was a road car.
Okay.
It's on slick Dunlop tyres, which is a really cool thing.
Yep.
It's got massive Alcon brakes, discs, and also calipers, so the car stops really well.
But you said this is an ABS.
Yeah, so this hasn't got ABS.
No ABS.
So no, a road car has ABS. It
course,
kind of
yeah.
has to have it. If you have ABS in a race car, which does happen quite a lot with GT cars, in these kind of cars, you want to have a better feeling through the brakes if it's locking up, so that's why we have that. You've also got Nitron 3-way adjustable dampers as well, so you've got bump, rebound, all that kind of technical stuff to get the car to work exactly how you want it to work.
I'm learning all about these things, all these technical things. I am learning.
The other great thing as well, oh no, you've done a grand job. The other great thing as well is this car has a sequential gearbox, so you just pull and pull and pull to go up the gears, and you push forward to keep going down the gears. So it's pretty simple stuff, but this is my car that I raced at Alton not long ago, and it was one of the best memories I've had, so you're in for a great journey with Mini.
I can't wait. Hopefully I'll be able to get into one of those and race them.
Yeah,
cool.
sound.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Right, we've just had some nice lunch. Full up?
Very much so.
I feel like the car's going to be quite heavy now.
Always is with me, isn't it?
Wait, is it going to be quite different when you're out the car?
Massively. That's actually not a bad point. So we've done our practice this morning, and we were just getting up to speed where we left off from last time. So it was all good. We just need to get to these apexes at the right speed and make sure we're doing the bleeding off the brakes and stuff.
I don't feel like I'm doing as well as I did last time.
I
don't know if that's just because there's so many
you seem to be concentrating on what's happened in the past. So if there's a car down your inside and they've done something that's been a bit outrageous or a bit weird, I've seen that at the next corner you've made a mistake because you've just been thinking about what's happened. So that's one thing I always say to you, is always try and keep looking forward. Obviously know what's around you, but we need to listen. We've got 2 sessions left. We need to crack on now. So this session that's coming up will be really important, and you just have to get on with what you've got.
I think what I didn't anticipate as well, because we had such a clear track last time, and it's been so busy now, is when you're behind the car, you can't actually see the corner or the apex.
But the one thing you've done that's been really good is you've not followed the person in front, because they don't look like they're doing. They're not doing the lines I would think are right. So no, you've been cool, but you've not been as fast as you were the last day we were testing, but that's a couple of things. That's what's going on track. The temperature's dropped a touch, and the car, we're going to tweak it a bit. We're going to give you more rebound in the suspension, so that'll stop the car.
It'll
rebound off the tyre walls better. No, I'm joking. It'll just stiffen the car up and it'll make it a bit more direct, because we had a couple of wobbles.
It did feel different. I mean, that's all I know. I don't know anything about these cars or the setup, but it felt different to however it felt last time.
It was different. Maybe I put on a bit more weight as well.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
But yeah, going forward, we'll be sound.
Great.
You'll be cool. You'll be fine. Do you need to run out in your last session? Right, that's it. Right, we'll go out.
Let's go.
Okay, keep it going. And brakes, good. That's it. That's it. Just be careful here. Keep it going. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You're fine. That's it. Spot on. Sorry, I just seen it was a bit early on turning with quite a bit of speed. That's it. Start turning in. That's it. Release the lock. So check it out. We'll come back to the pits, but keep going anyway. That's it. Just a bit early again. See, that's what pushes you out wide. So you just want to clip that curb. So come round the back of it. It's all right. That's just too early in that. Cool. On the brakes, and then we'll come into pits this time. So check it out. Right, Em, the time has come. You look very nervous. I'm
actually so nervous.
Ah, well, you look it, but don't. You'll be absolutely sound. Right, okay. So, I'm going to send you on your own. You need to have this because when you come to race, you're going to be on your own, obviously. Car will be a lot different. There'll be no weight in it. You'll have, a more direct car. The car will brake better. It will pick the power up better. Everything will feel different. The gears may be a touch different as well, which we've spoken about. So just go out there and be nice and steady. You don't have to go faster, but the car is faster now without me in the way. Okay? You all good with that?
Yeah.
You'll be sweet. All right. Give it the good one. All right? Let's crack on. Come on.
Well, that is confirmed. The car definitely feels lighter. Oh, it's a show. I have Paul's voice in my head. Come on. Don't mess it up now. Oh, sorry guys, there wasn't much talking, but I'll tell you what, there's a whole lot of concentration going on when I'm out here by myself. But I'm always so much scared out of the car. When I get in the car, I feel quite at peace. Whew, it's hot. Ah, I did it. That's the main thing. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous before I got in that car, but there's something about getting into the car, you kind of switch off, and I hear drivers talk about that all the time, but you really do, you get in the zone, and I felt really good up there. I didn't push it too much. I did exactly what Paul said. I had his voice in my head, and I think I got quicker, so he's just checking the data now, and hopefully I did a little bit quicker, and then when I push it and get a lot more comfortable with the car, then hopefully I'll be a lot quicker. I just can't believe I get to do this. This is so cool. This is really cool. I'm so grateful. Woo.
Let's just start from the very beginning. I was a bit concerned this morning after the 2 sessions we did that you kind of lost your way a bit.
Yeah.
A few mistakes were setting in. I was a bit worried about where we were going. We got to the 3rd session and I was like, we're on it now. We were doing things with the car, rotating it, weighting off the power, making sure the car was straight, getting good speed through the corners. So it was wicked. We went half a second quicker, which was perfect. And then I had to let you out on your own, just so, you know, you've got to do it.
I know.
And it's what I do with all my clients, and the only thing is you're the least experienced person probably I've ever dealt with. So I was a bit worried. The way it was, I'll tell the truth. I was stood on that fence like a very nervous parent. As you come past, I told you to not go too fast and don't do anything different.
Yeah.
You did everything I said except you went a second quicker. So, which was pretty impressive. And it didn't look out of control. It was mega. And you even said to me, you know.
I didn't push it.
You was not pushing.
No.
It was mega. Really good. I'm really proud of you. That time, and remember, this is qualifying I'm talking about. You've got old tyres on. That time would have put you 3 or 4 from the back, which is just, that's mega.
Not last, Paul.
That's not last. And I'm fully expecting you to, you know, to now be qualifying there. You're going to have new tyres on. That'll be another challenge, but you've done a mega job. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you. You've done a good job.
Thank
Spot
you.
on. No problem.
Okay guys, I'm joined here by Dan and Jordan, who have also been testing today with the John Cooper Works. Guys, how's your day been?
For me, good so far. We've come here sort of, on a test day you always have little goals you set yourself from the last round, so we've, it's like a little shopping list. We've sort of gone through, ticked everything we need to tick off, so yeah. Feeling good, feeling confident for next weekend.
Good. And Dan, how's the car feeling?
Good. It's my first time in the car, so it's a big learning curve for me. But we're getting quicker and quicker throughout the day, and I'm really enjoying the car to drive. So
amazing.
Just can't wait to get back out.
You guys have looked really quick out there. It's making me a bit nervous to jump in the car. So
Don't make me blush.
I didn't say you're good, Jordan.
Oh,
I said
sorry.
it looks quick. It just looks quick.
It's all about the looks.
What are your top tips for me for this particular track? Just like one top tip that you would give me.
I would say
That's not going to make me crash or come last. Please, Jordan.
I can't do the first one. I would say, my tip would just be loose is fast. It's a high commitment circuit. You've got the fast corners in paddock and Surtees, so you've got to you just got to let it sort of, in like old school fashion, you just got to let the rear come out on you and just sort of, if you're in control, you're not normally going fast enough, I say. So as long as you've got a little bit of rear movement, you'll be good. You'll be good.
Dan?
Following on from what Jordan said, you've got to be really committed. As soon as that rear end starts to come around, you've got to start applying the throttle, which is hard for some people to understand.
Because your brain's going, no.
Yeah, brake,
like
help.
Brake, right? Yeah, help me. Brain's going, help me, please. Yeah. Okay,
Goes against your natural instinct sort of thing.
Yeah, Paul kept saying commit, commit, commit. So that I've got his head now in my head for the rest of my life when I'm on track. But it's great. So Jordan, bad news for you. you're going to take me around now in your car.
Yeah,
so
should be fun.
Do your worst.
Yeah,
Give me a scare.
I'm sure we'll do some skids. You'll be all right.
It's the end of the day, everybody's packed up. As you can see, all the cars are gone, even Paul's left. He's just left me by myself. He's taught me everything and he's let me go. So fingers crossed for the weekend. It's race weekend this weekend. I've had an amazing time. It's been terrifying and exciting all at once, and I feel very lucky, and thanks to Mini and to Accelerate for giving me this opportunity. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy the race weekend video that I'll try put out week after next. Please do subscribe and like and comment for future videos. I'll see you guys all really, really soon. Bye. Hi guys, I'm Miss Emma Walsh. Welcome back to episode 3 of Road to Race with Mini. I am here at Brands Hatch and it is race weekend. I am nervous, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the bravest thing I've ever done in my life, but I'm absolutely loving it. It is Sunday today, so we've already had testing, race 1 and quali, which was yesterday, so I'm just gonna talk you through what happened on the weekend. Test day was Friday, we had 4 half-an-hour sessions. I managed to get better times each time I went out, so I felt more confident, more comfortable with the car. The weather conditions were great, it was sunny, so all was good. I was consistent, happy with that. Came into qualifying, just treated it like a test because that's made me feel more calm about what I was doing. But quali was good. I managed to slide out quite a bit on Druids, but I managed to catch it. That was all the drama that happened in quali, and I managed to get some really good times at the end of the session. So I placed 10th out of 19th, which I was quite happy with, kind of mid-pack, and I didn't want to be at the front going into Paddock Hill Bend. So that was good. Came the race, I was very nervous. I think it was just an experience thing, not knowing where to go, what to do if this happens. I was worried about a lot of things, and every single thing of those things came true in that race. It was a bit of carnage, and yeah, we started the race, somebody went off, and there was a red flag. I managed to spin out on Graham Hill Bend. There was oil all over the track, so we stopped the race, started again. I messed up the start, that was embarrassing, but I managed to finish 10th in the end, which is what I wanted, and I brought the car back safe for today. So I am very happy with that performance, and hopefully today the rain will hold out for the first race, but I'm looking forward to getting back in the car. So just before we go out, I'm just checking up on my car. It's looking beautiful, and I wanted to introduce you to the guys who have literally looked after me all weekend and looked after my car. I made sure that I'm safe and happy. This is Rob, this is Andy. Thank you guys so much for looking after me.
That's right.
He literally just straps me in, makes sure that I'm okay, not freaking out. These guys are great. Thank you so much. Okay, so it is just before race 2 and I am freaking out. So I thought I'd come and have a chat to Josh. Josh, you're right there?
No.
You're really tall. I need to be on a tire or something to be your height. Josh does all the data for me and for all the guys that are driving, and I always like to talk to Josh to calm me down a bit. What can I do in the second race that will help me be better and just relax?
Absolutely. So what was really, really great about the whole weekend and about your testing is you've been really good with your race pace and you've been really good with your confidence and your lines and everything else. What we want to do is just keep that consistent. What we've done in the first race is we had a little bit of nerves going on and everything slowed down a bit. So what we want to do is just keep your confidence up, keep your speed going, and just get involved. That's the main thing. Of course, have some fun. That's kind of the priority. Otherwise, you'll be fine. You'll smash it.
It kind of takes me a while to warm up, doesn't it? I'm a bit like, oh, what am I doing? And then I get into it, and I always get my better times later on.
You do. Again, it's a confidence thing. It's the time in the car is key. You know, you've got so much going on there. You've got other people. You've got pro class. You've got the amateur class. You're in the middle of the pro class, so you've done really, really well from the off. Yesterday we had a kind of little bit of an instant where we came back a little bit, never mind. But either way, you still did really well. You brought the car home, you got some good experience from it. It's been awesome.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I'm absolutely terrified about this.
Emma, first of
Well, guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm really nervous, and we're heading out now. So yeah, let's go. I have never, ever, 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 ever raced in the rain. I feel sick. Something doesn't feel right with my brakes, if I'm honest. Well, I messed up the start. No idea where I was going. I'm just a little bit uncertain how to play this at the moment. Wait. Whoa, there is something wrong with my... I knew there was something wrong with my brakes.
It's just started to rain halfway through the session. We got some really difficult conditions out there. Emma's unfortunately had a bit of a slide in turn 1. It's meant she's ended up in the gravel and had to be towed out. Because she had to get towed, unfortunately, it means she can't rejoin the race. It's a bit unfortunate, but you know, the conditions are really tough, and she's done really well with it so far.
So that is me out of race 2. I'm very disappointed. I think I locked up. I don't know, the ABS kind of kicked in. It was a little bit scary because I was going into Paddock Hill bend, so I just went straight into the gravel. Managed to miss the wall though, so car is good. They're just getting the gravel out of the car now. The weather conditions were tricky. It was dry and then it started drizzling, so it was a last-minute tyre change at the end. They put wets on the back. The fronts were slick. Obviously, I'm not used to driving in any of these conditions at all, so I've been testing in dry. So it was a bit of a different setup. It was a little bit slidey, but I was feeling it. But yeah, the brakes were just kind of shuddering and kicking back at me. So felt comfortable, but went into the gravel. Car's okay, I'm okay. Unfortunately, that's me for race 2, but there's still another race. It is heavily raining now, so we're going to go all wet tyres, and hopefully I should be fine with that. Jordan, welcome back to my channel. Oh, it's race 3 for me today, and it's raining on and off, but quite heavily as well. So the track's damp, right?
Yeah, very well.
Help. I mean, are you the best person to ask?
Yeah. We just had our race in the wet, so yeah, it was a good race for me. We went to start at the back of the grid, and we come back through to 4th and got fastest lap. So yeah, it's a different animal, this track in the wet. It's high commitment in the dry, and then especially in these conditions you've got at the minute, it's at the horrible stage where you're not currently raining, so the track's will be very shiny, very, very slippery. So you've really, really got to have faith in the car. You've got to sort of, I know.
It's just in your head though, right? Because I had a bit of a nightmare in race 2 on paddock, and now my mind is just like shut off on that corner.
You've really got to block it off. Everyone that spins in a race car, everyone crashes, everyone makes mistakes. So the quicker you can get it out of your mind and forget about it and just block it out and go back to how you were doing it before that incident, you'll be good. But yeah, this track is really, really scary in the wet. There's not much you can...
Oh, thanks, George.
Heads up.
I came to you for advice and help to make me feel better. Okay, I feel like I built up a lot of confidence in the dry now, and now I'm starting back from the beginning and working back up again, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't even necessarily look at it like that. Obviously, you haven't had a lot of time in the car, you're very new to it, and obviously you've never been in the wet. So what you've got to do is you've really got to carry the confidence you had in the dry into the wet. The more you let it affect you and the more you think about it, the more you put yourself under pressure and you don't drive as well as you do. The way I've always dealt with the wet is everyone's in the same boat. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got the same car, especially in the one make series. Everyone's in the same conditions. You've just got to drive it. Do you know what I mean? You can't change it, unfortunately. It's out of your control.
Yeah.
You can change the car and you can put us in a different
I'm a girl
circle.
though, we're really like sensible, you know? Boys are just like,
Got to change that.
No worries, yeah.
You've got to go out there and just drive.
I think I might just treat this as like a wet session for me and just get used to the car.
Yeah, take the few opening laps, especially the green flag lap.
Yeah.
As much as you've got to warm the tyres up, try carrying a bit of speed in some of the places.
Just to check.
Yeah, feel what the car's like. And like I said, it's all about, for you, because you're very new to it, you've got to feel what happens when it goes sideways. Because it goes...
Oh, I did.
Yeah, but it's even faster in the wet.
Okay, great.
So
Can't wait for that.
Your hands have got to be even quicker.
Brilliant.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's hard work, but you'll be good.
Okay,
I'm sure.
thanks, George.
Okay, it is about 30 minutes before race 3. As you can see, the conditions are pretty horrendous. It is chucking it down with rain, so the course is really, really wet. They put all wet tires on the car. We've done a bit of a brake test just to get the feel of how the ABS is kicking in. I think it was just the ABS was just shuddering back at me, but that is not a nice feeling going into paddock at that speed, and your brakes are not working very well. So that was quite scary, but I just need to forget that now, clear my mind, get back on track and not let that hold me back. Maybe take the first 3 laps to get used to the car in the wet, and then see how we go. Okay guys, we're just about to go out for race 3. I am very nervous. I almost feel like I've started at square one again, just with the pace and the wheels and the rain and everything, but I'm going to give it my best go, and I'm just going to try and stay out of trouble. I feel very nervous, as one would, going out onto a extremely wet race course for the first time. Oh, the spray. Oh, this is just not fun. I don't like this in the rain. Nowhere near as good as I was. Well caught, well caught. Ah, terrifying. Well, that's embarrassing. A 16-year-old girl has just overtaken me. Ah, dear. That is it. Oh my God, I'm actually relieved. But yeah. Well, that's my first time racing in the rain. Well guys, I am just glad that I got through that. I'm not gonna lie, that felt completely foreign to me. Not used to driving in the wet. Your brain wants to tell you no, and all the stuff that I've been taught and experienced and everything going on over the last few days and weeks in the dry, this was just a bit of a mind swear word that I can't use right now. But yeah. Well, I'm back in one piece. The car's back, and that's all that matters. Oh my God, that was horrible. Oh, absolutely awful. Honestly, I just felt like I'd started racing today. Like I just got in the car today. Everything was different. Everything I've been taught was not the same thing. I had a very scary moment coming down Paddock Hill sideways, and I just had Paul's voice in my head saying, steer, keep your foot flat, and then straighten up on the crest. But my goodness, I got lapped a few times, but I'm just glad I brought the car back and I'm okay. And yeah, that was just a bit of a learning experience for me. A bit frustrating because I was hoping to race today and see what I could do, but car's all right, and yeah, all good. Well guys, as you can see, the weather is horrendous. It is raining really hard, it's really windy, so not the most ideal conditions that I would have liked to have gone out in today after learning and testing in the dry. I felt like maybe I could get in the mix today, but it wasn't my day for that. However, I have learned a hell of a lot. I've had everything thrown at me this weekend. Every condition I was worried about has been thrown at me, so I'm really, really, really going to walk away from this and just take what I've learned from each day and each race. It's been literally the most amazing thing, and also the most terrifying thing I've ever done, but I have loved every minute of it. This team, Accelerate, Justina, Anthony, the guys at Mini, I can't thank enough. They've looked after me so well. They mainly just say to me, you'll be fine, and then send me out. But no, they've looked after me really well, and I can't be more grateful for this opportunity. I've learned a lot from this experience, and hopefully I will be getting into the JCWs, or if not, then I've used this as a good learning experience for a bit of racing for me. It was a dream come true. I hope you guys have enjoyed this journey with me. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment, and I'll see you guys all really, really soon. Bye.